this is what you want to do with diesels because you want them to make that smoke.
On this episode, I want to show you guys and you 3 amazing pickup trucks.
With 3 crappy engines.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, look. These vehicles are decent vehicles, but they have engines that have a reputation that's negative.
Yes, so we do have a Nissan Titan XD with a 5-liter Cummins. We have a Ram Power Wagon with a Hemi, but not the Hemi you think. And also we have a 6.4-liter Power Stroke. My friend, we're doing this episode because not many of us can buy brand new trucks, right? So all of us are searching for a pickup truck to buy. And the reason why I say the Titan XD is awesome, it has a heavy frame.
Yep.
Just look about how long and tall this truck is.
Yeah.
Right? It has good payload, pretty good towing capability, about 12,000 pounds. But let's take a look at the engine.
All right, let's pop the sucker.
Okay. Bam. That's a big motor.
Well, yeah, this is a 5-liter Cummins V8 diesel.
Yes. Because when we say Cummins in a pickup truck, we usually mean a straight 6, right?
Yeah.
In a Ram heavy duty.
And they tend to have a very good reputation there, but this is a very different engine. This is fairly new development of an engine that only was used by Nissan through Cummins. And initially it was developed to be used in a Ram. Long story behind this engine. When it finally made it over to Cummins, and when Nissan decided to adopt this engine, for some reason they decided they're going to put it into a truck that's not a half-ton, but not a heavy-duty truck either.
And the power rating at first seemed okay, right? 310 horsepower and triple nickels, 555 pound-feet of torque. But it was neither a half-ton truck nor a heavy-duty truck, and turns out it was neither super fast or super efficient. We're here at the dealer auto auction, and it's always challenging to learn about the history of a vehicle, right? This has dual batteries,
yeah,
which is a heavy-duty thing, right?
Well, for diesel, yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit of corrosion on this terminal. But Nathan, I'm questioning this. This has a front, kind of an aftermarket hitch, a 2-inch receiver.
Yeah.
And also the fog lamps look to be like homemade somehow.
Yeah, they're a little cheeseoid on the on those.
Well, let's listen to this engine and let's go for a ride.
All right.
All right, let's start this up and give it a whirl.
Interior's in really good shape.
Actually, this is a fancier version of this truck.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the higher end ones.
Couple things: heated seats, trailer brake controller, 4-wheel drive, 4-low. Well, this is a 2017. It's got all the modern stuff. Wait.
Yeah.
Check engine light?
Yeah. But it says no warnings in the middle.
Oh, no, none. There's absolutely 0 warnings.
So no problems there.
So it started right away, right?
Started right away. It zoomed right up.
Okay.
No problems. Yeah, I remember the seating position on these things is always a little bit on the.
But they have 0 gravity seats.
This,
you know,
doesn't feel like
foam.
this doesn't feel like it in this one.
Well, this one has 100,000 miles.
Maybe this is before the 0 gravity.
This actually has gravity. Well, it has a check engine light. So these engines, oh gosh, I feel for Cummins and Nissan. I mean, they worked for many years, both of these companies, right? They designed the engine, they put it together into this truck.
Yeah.
They really wanted something durable and something really, really good. But in the end, not only the power issue and the fuel economy issue, but reliability. The government, Cummins got government loans.
Yeah.
Or a grant to engineer this engine. It was supposed to fit anywhere any other V8 fits.
Yeah.
But you saw under the hood, this engine is tall, it's large, and the nose of this truck is even longer than ever.
Yeah. It's a strange thing because you might think that this is just the same as the half-ton version of the Titan.
No, it's a different frame.
They're actually different frame.
Yes.
And if you put them next to each other, you can't see the subtle differences. So it's an interesting change between the two of them. Alrighty, so we're going to just get this a little brisk acceleration.
Yeah, just do it the same way for all of these.
Yep, that's right. That's what I'm going to do. So I do a slight rev, add a couple hundred RPM, and then take off. Oh,
there's nothing.
My foot is all the way to the floor.
There's nothing. Wait.
Oh.
20 miles an hour.
Dude, I don't think the turbocharger's
25.
working.
You know what these engines were infamous for.
Not working?
DPF and DEF system issues.
Well, it doesn't seem...
Regen.
Yeah.
All those exhaust emissions, issues. And then, this has 100,000 miles, so...
It shouldn't be... Maybe it wasn't taken care of. It's entirely possible.
Well, the interior is kind of okay.
Yeah, it is okay, but maybe, mechanically...
This truck is at an auction for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're here at the dealer auto auction for a reason. Ooh. But my good friend had one of these. He also had problems. His truck was always at the dealership.
Yeah, but then go to the flip side. I knew somebody know somebody who has one of these with the 5.6 in it. Yeah. The gas engine. Yeah. No problems.
And current value, if this truck didn't have any check engine lights and was pretty much in good running order, it's somewhere between $28,000 and $30,000 according to our producer, Brendan. So it's still a lot of money for this engine because there's a lot of doubt in me with this. Okay, well, I agree with you. Let's check out the next one. This 2010 Ram Heavy Duty, it's not just any heavy duty pickup, it's the Power Wagon, and it's a little bit camouflaged because it doesn't have a fancy grille or fancy graphics. It does have this on the hood. But dude, you and I love this thing, right? Adore the Power Wagon. For those of you who have watched TFL Truck, you know that we have our own saying that when it comes to Power Wagons, and we have our own thing. We even have a t-shirt dedicated to Power Wagon. But in addition, there are a couple things right off the bat that you can do to tell that it is an actual Power Wagon, one of which is the winch. Now, this is interesting because I don't remember it being recessed like this before, but it's still there, that's for sure. Well, this is kind of an early modern Power Wagon, right? It's a 2010. Still has lockers front and rear, solid axles, beefy tires. Let me pop the hood because why is it on our list? Because of what's under the hood. No, it's not the Hemi you're thinking of. It's a different Hemi. A lot of these trucks come with a 6.4 liter. Where's the rest of it? But this is a 5.7. Oh, wow. Not an awful engine, right? No, the engine's okay. It's just in a truck that weighs too much. We can talk about its Hemi tick and other things. But like you said, this is a very big and heavy truck. What's the engine they normally use? 6.4. 6.4, thank you. So we're talking about something that has a lot more displacement. It's got just good low-end torque. This is not that type of engine. And putting something like this into a truck that weighs as much as a small Planet scares me. Yeah, technically these were rated at about 383 horsepower. Yeah. And about 400 pound-feet of torque. That's the problem. But it's also a 5-speed auto. Yeah, that's not going to get very good mileage either. But maybe we'll fall in love with it. Do you want to drive it? Yeah. Let's drive it. Somebody took care of this truck. Look at how nice this is and the seats in general. And this is a, 13 or 14-year-old truck with almost 190,000 miles. And to be fair, it does have a check engine light. And I have a feeling that's going to be a reoccurring theme. Now, it could be something as simple as some service that needs to be done, or it could be something horrible. So I noticed there's not a lot of rust on this one, just a little bit on the rear door. Just lower parts. The check engine light could be anything, right? I mean, it could be horrible. Could be horrible. Could be something minor, like a sensor. Yep. And as always, we accelerate, right? Give it the beans on a little test course and see how it does. Yeah. So right off the bat, there's a couple things that I noticed. What? First of all, these tires are brand new that are on this truck. The underside, and I did take a good look because it's pretty easy to look underneath the Power Wagon. And it looked really clean to me. All right, well, let's see how it accelerates. That's what I'm concerned about. Or if it accelerates. That's what I'm really concerned about. This is where I can't believe they put this engine in this truck. But maybe I'm looking at it. Well, you know what? They discontinued this engine in this truck. Yeah, they certainly did, didn't they? Here we go. Okay, there's a little bit there. It's 35, almost there. Yeah. Something dinged. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what dinged. Yeah. Is it not happy? Not happy. accelerated once.
How much are one of these things going for at the auction?
So our producer Brandon was looking online, and when we're talking about these values, we're talking about fair market used value, right? And he told us between 18 and 20,000 for the year and the mileage. You know, that's actually not a very expensive price.
No, but it really depends on what's going on with this truck. So whatever's the issue, that is part of the deal.
Yeah, because it could be hundreds of dollars or
thousands of dollars,
yes.
right? But otherwise, I mean, this thing is really tight and surprisingly good.
Finally. Dude, the reason why I think the Super Duty, especially this 350 single rear wheel, the reason why I think it's great, it's a great chassis. This does not have an 8-foot bed, so it's a little bit more, a little shorter, a little bit more maneuverable, has a heavy frame, is ready to tow a great amount of stuff, and also has a lot of payload.
Yeah, and also, I forgot to remind you, this is a 2009.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I cannot, actually these headlamps, you can recognize this truck anywhere.
Yeah.
It's a specific generation of the Super Duty, and that means, what does it have under the hood?
6.4 liter Power Stroke.
Ouch, let's look at it. And then the entire grille comes with it. Look how amazing this is. You can work on any component here.
You have to. Look, the reputation of these Power Strokes is not particularly good, is it?
No. So we did actually a video on a very similar truck a few months back, and we talked about the 6-liter Power Stroke being bad.
Yeah.
But there's a way to bulletproof those engines.
Okay.
These ones, we could talk for an hour about the issues and how very, very difficult these are to repair, and also almost impossible to bulletproof.
And can I add something else to this?
What?
If you look down here underneath the radiator at the very front of the vehicle, there's something very telling that's hanging out down here.
Yeah.
Also here, where you would plug it in. You see, this is where you put a proper plow, right?
Yes, big one.
Trucks that are used as snowplows anywhere, but especially here in Colorado, have lived very difficult lives. And then if you look at the tires on this vehicle, which are partially bald on one side, you can tell that it hasn't been loved. So do you think it's going to run well?
Well, I'm looking at the top of the hood. I've seen a few of these, and usually you have sprays of oil or coolant.
A little bit.
No, this could be...
That could be nothing. And it
could be almost nothing.
Yeah, of course not.
Let's fire this up and let's run it.
All right.
Okay, my friend. Yeah. So this is really the...
Were you driving this?
No.
My God. Who did this?
This is the oldest and also the most affordable of these three.
Yeah.
As far as market value is concerned.
It is definitely the oldest. Although, the interior is not in terrible condition.
Oh, look. There's a
snowplow.
Snowplow. They call him
Mr. Plow. Okay. Let's see. Started right up. That is a very loud, shaky diesel.
Wait, does it say 59,000 miles? This is almost brand new.
59,238.6 miles. And
but this is a 2009.
Yeah, and the engine light's on.
And why is the check engine light is on? Why is it shaking right now?
It really is shaking a lot, isn't it? Okay.
Please don't explode.
Well, let's see if the temperatures are so far pretty good. Okay. It's idling at just under, this is about 900 RPM.
Do you have any juice for the windscreen? Yes.
On that side. So
I can see perfectly.
This is great for the passenger.
No.
This has a sunroof, and the seats, I think, are leather.
Yeah.
Or are these just really nice
And
vinyl?
Actually, when I said 59,000 miles sounds low, it could be snow plowing miles.
That's my point. So
right?
that is really punishing, right? Or potentially, especially, at high elevation where you're pushing heavy snow all the time.
And you're going forward and backwards, forward and backwards.
Forward and backwards. You're torturing the transmission. Many engines do not like it. It's definitely something that could contribute to the fact that there's a check engine light on this thing.
Yeah.
All right.
And also, this engine, you could study this if you wanted to. And, it has many problems, including, cylinder heads. And also, it had one of the first rudimentary particulate filter systems, right? Ford replaced this engine with a 6.7 liter in-house developed
Completely
diesel.
different thing.
Yes.
Completely different thing. And we agree that that is a huge step in the right direction, right?
Yes, I would agree. Especially the latest one, the 2023, 2024 Power Strokes are superior to anything that came before.
Yeah. Okay, so now...
All right, will you be able to accelerate on this one?
Well, I gotta tell you, it's pretty clinky and loud. I'm having a hard time seeing, too. Your side looks great, though.
Well, I'm glad.
I'll just look out of your side while I'm driving. This is
well,
great.
let's split up and burn some rubber.
I don't want to burn too much in this thing. It's already... Wow, feel that,
It's
Joe?
shaking.
Yeah, she's shaking a lot. Here we go. Oh, foot's all the way down.
Oh, something is... There
Oh.
it goes.
No,
25.
that's no good. That's no good at all. Cut power.
25.
Yeah, I think we're...
Oh, you know, it could be in that limp mode. It could be in some sort of a limp mode.
She does feel limp. But I'm being honest, okay?
It cut power on you at 25?
It cut power. And
Ish.
it didn't feel like it wanted to go any further or do anything else.
You see, so if I was gonna buy a truck of this era, Super Duty, I would definitely look towards the gas engines, right? You have to be still careful, right?
Mm-hmm.
The big 6.8 liter V10 was also known to throw a spark plug out once in a while, right?
Yeah.
And you know they had other engines and available as well, but I think I would go with a gas V8 if I was looking. So if each one of these three trucks had a different engine, or which one would you choose for yourself? Or would you choose one as it is right now?
Yes.
Whoa.
I stroke my beard in deep contemplation first, acting as if you guys don't already know exactly what I'm going to say.
You're gonna say the Titan XD.
No, Power Wagon, for crying out loud. Of course. It is underpowered. It does not have enough power. It is remarkably inefficient for what it is. It's still an off-road monster. I love the way it looks. I love the way they handle. I just don't like the fact that there's not a lot of horsepower going on with that 5.7. But with that being said, and given the prices, and once again, it's about prices, this one's right in the middle. So this is the one I'd probably look, yeah, I think I'd get.
Gosh, you know I love Power Wagons.
Yes.
Also.
Yes.
It's tempting.
Yes.
But. I wouldn't choose any of them. No.
Well,
because here's the thing. The Power Wagon is awesome, but it doesn't have a ton of payload, or it doesn't tow like a heavy-duty truck either.
Especially with that engine.
Exactly. So it's amazing off-roader.
Yeah.
But this, I cannot currently purchase a 5-liter Cummins. And also the ticking of the 6.4-liter twin turbo scares the bejeebies out of me.
Okay, quick question. If this had the regular V8, I think the 5.6,
Yeah,
this would be a truck worth getting.
I would.
Okay,
I would.
okay, that's,
yes.
so we're on the same page if this had a different engine. So there you have it, from the expert himself.
All right, let us know what you think in the comments below. Happy holiday season, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.